Be blessed, beloved. On today's Kyrie eleison gospel, being a mashup of the readings I share with you. Following Christ entails suffering. Beloved, if somebody should tell you that following Christ should be easy, should be without suffering, the pastor is not telling the truth. Being a Christian entails suffering. And today's readings point to the very fact. In the first reading where we encounter the prophet Jeremiah, in Jeremiah 20, 7 to 9, he complains that the Lord has duped him. Other versions will say that he complains the Lord has seduced him. In other words, deceived him, and he has allowed himself to be seduced because he never perceived that following Christ will entail such suffering, because the words he utters for him were too strong that at a point in time he has become an object of laughter and people mocking at him because his messages has been of violence and outrage. And because of that, there has been reproach all day, and people have made him a laughing stock. So it's not easy. Now, the second reading from Romans 12, 1 to 2 tells us that we should not conform to the things of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of mind. How the world is enticing, and you must not live to the standard. You must not live with the things happening in the world. It's not easy. And then he will continue to tell us that we should offer our bodies as living sacrifice unto the Lord. So totality, it doesn't mean that our soul is only important. The body is important. We should be careful of what we do with our body also, because God saves us totally, body and soul. And so what you do with your body, you must be careful of that. You must have that in mind to sacrifice everything of yours. So with your body, where you go, the things you talk about, everything physical about you must all be in sacrifice to the Lord. Then in the gospel, Jesus himself affirms this, that he must go to Jerusalem to suffer greatly. So you see, the word is not just to suffer, but he must go in there to suffer greatly. And he gives an example for us to follow. And Peter, not understanding why Jesus would go out there to suffer greatly, will rebuke him and say, no, I wouldn't allow this to happen. And Jesus will call him Satan, get behind me. And then Jesus will say that he wasn't thinking as God would, but he was thinking because he is a man, like a man. Then Jesus will continue to say that anybody who wants to follow him must deny himself and pick up his cross and follow him. And that is Matthew chapter 16. You see, last week he was called a hero by being given the keys, but today he's being called the Satan because he was living in the flesh. Because it's not easy following Christ. It's not easy. That for him, he thought that it should be easy, but it wasn't. And he was always thinking in the flesh. And that is why Jesus rebuked him. Beloved, putting all this together, a song I love so much when in the seminary comes to mind called the Sermons. Now, it has this beautiful words, and I believe you will love it. If you're a Christian going through suffering, if you're a Christian going through challenges, I want to encourage you with this song, that don't give up. Just pray to the Lord. He's always there with you. Will you come and follow me if I but call your name? Will you go where you don't know and never be the same? Will you let my love be shown? Will you let my name be known? Will you let my life be grown in you and you in me? Will you leave yourself behind if I but call your name? Will you care for cruel, kind and never be the same? Will you risk the horse to stir? Should your life a treacherous curb? Would you let me answer prayer in you and you in me? Will you let the blinded see if I but call your set the prisoners free and never be the same. Will you kiss the leper clean and do such as this unseen, and admit to what I mean in you and you in me? Will you love the you hide if I but call your name? Will you kill the fear inside and never be the same? Will you use the faith you found to reshape world around? To my sight and touch and sound in you and you in me. Beloved, it's not easy, but trust that the Lord is with you. Have a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. I pray for you that no matter the challenges following Christ, you will always overcome and become a worthy follower of Christ. Carry your cross and follow him. If that was Good Friday, surely there will be also Easter Sunday. God bless you.